President need to know about this laddered CR before rendering a judgment on it?
So we're going to let the negotiations continue. We're going to be in close contact with Democrats in both the House and the Senate, the leadership there, and make sure that they are having their conversations to see the best path forward for the American people. And that's what the president spoke to. I think he said there was going to a conversation happening later this afternoon or pretty much very soon. And so we're just going to let that be.
Thanks, Karine. So the House plan includes no aid to Israel or Ukraine. Is the White House still confident that their supplemental funding request could pass on its own, and what vehicles remain here for Ukraine funding?
So look, Jake spoke about this very well from here and talked about the importance of making sure that we continue to fund Ukraine, making sure that we have funding for Israel as well. I'm not going to get into legislative negotiations from here, from the podium, but look, I'm going to be very clear. Lives are at stake, right? The national security supplemental that we put forward is incredibly important. It's important for our national security. Also, let's not forget the domestic supplemental as well. So it's important for our needs here, our needs across the globe. And so, look, we're going to not negotiate from here, but I think Jake laid it out very clearly, the importance of continuing to fund Ukraine and the importance of the funding that we've asked for Israel.
You've called the laddered CR unserious. What deal would the White House be willing to accept, given all the stakes you laid out?
So look, I mean, let's be very clear here. I know there's been a lot of questions on this and the supplemental. Look, House Republicans are threatening a government shutdown. That's what we're seeing right now. That would hurt our economy. That would hurt our national security, as I just spoke to. And in September, we saw this happen, where House Republicans threatened to shut down the government unless they got their radical demands. Then they shut down Congress for three chaotic weeks as they try to figure out who their next speaker was going to be after ousting the last speaker. And so, look, you know, there's work to be done. They have to get the work done. They got to keep the government open. And so negotiations are going to be happening. We're going to continue to talk to Democratic leadership on the House and the Senate, and so that we can make sure that we're moving forward in a way that's best for the American people. And as I stated, this latest proposal is very much untested. It is. It's untested. And where they could have, avoided this weeks ago, but instead they were in their own chaos. I'm speaking about the House Republicans here. And so we're going to continue to have those conversations with Democratic leadership.